right. Paulmi, thanks for getting us up to speed with those developments. Well, Covaxin's pre-qualification approval from the World Health Body, the World Health Organization, is being discussed in a meeting today. For the same, Bharat Biotech has had to submit its phase 3 data to regulators in India, which it has done already. The vaccine has a recorded efficacy of 77.8%. I explain the processes involved and what it means for you and me. Is your vaccine your passport to travel abroad? Not yet, but approval from the World Health Organization is required only for a vaccine to be accepted widely across the world. For now, out of the 3 vaccines available in India, Covaxin is yet to get the stamp of approval from the World Health Organization. Bharat Biotech on Tuesday submitted phase 3 data to the Drug Controller of India, claiming 77.8% efficacy. Phase 3 data submission means it will boost Covaxin's chances of getting World Health Organization's Emergency Use Listing or EUL, which will be critical for the global acceptance of the Made in India COVID-19 jab. The pre-submission meeting for Covaxin is scheduled for the 23rd of June. The World Health Organization has already accepted the expression of interest for Covaxin. The global body has sought more time from the Indian company. The pre-submission meeting is going to be followed by the acceptance of the dossier for review, following which World Health Organization will be giving a targeted action date or anticipated decision date. Only COVID-19 vaccines that have undergone phase 2 or phase 3 studies and have been submitted to the National Regulatory Agency of record are under consideration for approval by the world body. In India's case, the regulatory authority is the DCGI or the Drugs Controller General of India. The WHO's decision on listing will not be made until the NRA or the National Regulatory Agency of record has authorized the vaccine. That is why submitting the data to the regulator was important. Well, as Bharat Biotech awaits emergency use approval from WHO, the company has said it hopes to get the World Health Body's green light by the 3rd or 4th quarter of this year. But what really is pre-qualification? Pre-qualification is a procedure adopted by the World Health Organization to ensure supply of quality assured products. It has its origin in the expanded program of immunization which started globally in 1974. If a country wanted to purchase a shot, it was neither feasible nor affordable for every country to verify the quality. Therefore, member states mandated the World Health Organization to start an initiative to certify that a product met agreed international standards in quality, safety and efficacy. Experts say that like other vaccines, Covaxin too will be requiring a pre-qualification for wider acceptability of this vaccine. Bharat Biotech would want this vaccine to reach other countries also apart from India. Eventually, if at all vaccine passport system is implemented, this is going to be extremely important. But for the time being, submission of phase 3 data and efficacy results and eventually the acceptance of the same by India's regulators will also help build confidence around India's first indigenous vaccine against COVID-19. In New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today. Well, here's another report. Mega vaccine boost for kids because India is going to be getting a vaccine by September. This is what AIIMS Director Randeep Guleria has said in an exclusive conversation with India Today. Bharat Biotech's indigenous vaccine called Covaxin is the front runner. Here's more. India may have anti-COVID vaccine for children soon. Preventive shots for kids as young as 2 years may get the government's approval as early as September. That's not all. Made in India Covaxin, developed by Bharat Biotech and Indian Council of Medical Research, is the front runner in the race. In an exclusive interview to India Today, AIIMS Director and member of the government's COVID task force, Dr. Randeep Guleria, broke his silence on the nitty-gritties of vaccination for kids.
So vaccine trials in India are already going on. Bharat Biotech is already doing the trials, and One is hopeful that the results will be out quickly. I think by September, the data should be out and we should be able to have the regulatory approvals by then.
India's premier medical institute, AIIMS, began screening children for these trials on the 7th of June. They chose children between 2 and 17 for the trials. Not only Covaxin, Dr. Guleria has revealed that once Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine gets a green signal in India, it could be an option for children.
Pfizer has already got FDA approval for their vaccine. And if Pfizer also comes into our country, and since we may accept the FDA approval which has been given by the US regulators, as far as India is concerned, we could also look at that vaccine being available for children.
The government plans to vaccinate at least 80% of the 13 crore population falling in the 12 to 18 age group. This would mean the government needs to secure at least 21 crore doses to meet the target. The vaccination drive in the country has picked up pace, but children are still left vulnerable. Hence, news of a vaccine for children sometime after September is rather reassuring. This also gives the government an opportunity to now think and plan opening up of schools. In New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today. Well, India's tourism